Hey everybody! So I am trying out some new paper today. This was sent to me by Flunbrato, and I've got two different sizes here. They're both 100% cotton, 140 pound, 300 GSM, and cold press paper, and 80 sheets per block. This will be my first time painting on a block. They're glued on two sides or bound on two sides. So I'm excited to try these, and I'll just give you a few more details and then I'll start painting. And here we have them. This one is approximately 4.5 by 4.5, and this is approximately 6 by 4.5. And let me just show you. If we open it up, we've got some nice textured paper, and on each side, if you're not familiar with watercolor paper blocks, they are glued down. So this is not like a sketchbook that you can flip through. This is glued, and this is not glued, and this is not glued. A lot of times they're glued all the way around except for one little slot, but this one is just glued on the ends, on these two ends. Okay, and then this one is approximately the same. No glue, no glue, and then we've got glue on either side here. Okay, and so the benefit of this, one of the benefits, is that your paper is not going to warp. Ideally, we'll see. I have not, this is just the very first time I'm trying them. I've only ever purchased one other block and I've never painted on it. I just purchased it for its size because I wanted to cut the paper down into certain dimensions, and that particular one was good for that. So this will be my first time ever painting on a watercolor paper block. So we're going to start with this size. I am going to do a landscape similar to one I've done quite a while ago, over a year ago, just a mountain landscape. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I'm going to rip this off. And is there an accurate? I don't know. I just am going to have my glued ends like this because I don't really want something hanging off the edge. Again, I am new to painting on a block, so let's just start fresh here. And I've got the block, and I'm ready to test the paper out. I've got plenty of water on my brush. Obviously, this is not really a tutorial. I am just testing the paper out. So, and I'm adding plenty of water, plenty of paint, and I'm drying every single layer. So if you're not familiar, a lot of times when we dry, it does make our paper buckle. So I'm really wanting to test this out to see if it's worthwhile for me or for you. And so again, if you want to see the mountain tutorial that I did, a step-by-step one, I will link that at the end of the video. And so you can follow along with that if you'd like. All right, just adding my third little mountain here, and I'm going to go ahead and dry this one now. And I have decided, for the sake of time, I'm leaving it like this. I think it's pretty. You could add trees. You could add even just like the hint of a meadow right here with some little flowers. Keeping in mind, I'm really testing this paper. I'm not trying to do a full-fledged tutorial. I got carried away. So it's dry. Everything's dry. Now, in order to take this off of the block, again, on this particular block, just these two ends are glued. So I'm going to take my palette knife, and I'm just going to show you. I'm going to put it right through here, and it just slides like that. And then you can do the same over here. You can probably just tear it off, but I think I'm going to see if I can slide it just to help. All right. So the glue is on the edge, but that's not a big deal. Actually, this is kind of satisfying to peel the glue off. I know some of you know what I mean. Others of you think that's crazy, but all right, let's see what we have here. Warping is very minimal. I mean, really, do you see warping? I need to work more on getting that glue off, but yeah, just leaving it in here because I want to give you an honest review of this. It's not going to be hard to get the glue off. It just might take me a while, and that would be boring for you to watch. So what are my impressions? I love it. I love this because I don't have the rippling of the paper as I paint. I will definitely be painting on a block again. I have to say, I was a little skeptical about how this was going to perform, only because all the blocks that I've seen other artists paint on, and the only other block that I own, they're bound on all four sides except for just a little opening on one of the sides to put your palette knife or whatever you're using so that you can remove it from the pad. But I think this did very well. I mean, I'm trying to show you, like, I did not bend this, like my other paintings that I do, like on just a regular little sheet, whether I tape it or not, I'm having to like bend it back into place. So very impressed with this. Once you take it off the pad, you're ready to do your next one. I might say you could keep this on. I don't know. If you're worried about like protecting the next page, I don't plan on like traveling with this or any watercolors because that's just not what I do. And so I'm just not worried about protecting it. It's going to be fine in my little home studio. So let's do our little square block now. This is essentially the same paper other than the size. This is approximately 4.5 by 4.5. The other one was 4.5 by 6 approximately. And this is like the other one, 300 GSM, 140 pound, cold press, 100% cotton, and there's 80 sheets in each of these blocks. I went ahead and removed this. It actually attaches right here, but I think you're going to want to remove it. Okay, well, let's get started on this one. I went ahead and sketched this one first because I wanted this to be a quick demonstration, and it's hard for me to not do a tutorial because that's what I'm used to doing. But again, I'm using plenty of water, plenty of color, and drying it a lot in between layers. Also, just a heads up, if this interests you and you want a discount, you can just type in code CARRY and you'll get 10% off. I was really excited to paint these geraniums because I keep thinking that you guys are going to vote for flowers to be one of our themes for Tiny Tuesdays, but it's not happening. And I've missed painting flowers, and 'tis the season, right? They're everywhere. And let's see how the paper is performing. I noticed it is, with all the heat that I've been doing, it's coming up like that. But on my loose sheets, like if I was just doing this, I'd be having to bend it back into place. So I'm loving the block thing. I also miss my sketchbook. I haven't been in a sketchbook, I don't think, all year. Okay, squirrel moment there. Here, I'm just adding my pen details. All right, the lighting is getting dark here. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to dry this and put in a background only because I want to wet the paper and just see how it does with buckling or not. Because otherwise I'd like to add a shadow underneath, and I just really like the white for the background, but I'm going to put it to the test a little more. So I'm going to make sure I have plenty of water on my brush to test the paper, and we're just going to keep dipping into the water. I'm going to get it plenty wet. And I will just show you immediately after I take it off the block how we do here. And we'll speed you up so we can get to the results more quickly. Yeah, I like the sunshiny background here. Drying some more. All right, let's do this. Moment of truth. Again, these are the sides that are bound or glued. These two are not, so I'm just gonna, let me show you. I am noticing a little bit of bowing, but not super worried about it, but we'll see once I get it off the block what it looks like. Oh yeah, I forgot it's only bound on 2 sides. I'm used to seeing people do 4 sides. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way so that I can go like this and show you. Minimal bowing. There's that. There's that. And that. Now, the glue is still on the sides, so you kind of have to pick that off. So that might be a con, I guess. It's not really for me because I actually like peeling those things off. I know, weird. But you get the idea. I love it. I really think this is a great paper. I think I'm sold on painting on blocks. Of course, I love my loose sheets too because I love that size. And I love my sketchbook that I haven't touched all year. But if you are a person who likes to really saturate your paper, grab yourself a palette knife, or probably use a butter knife if you don't have a palette knife, and get a block. Yeah, one thing I love about this is, like, for instance, our Tiny Tuesdays that we're doing, I have to cut those all the time, and this is just nice to be ready to go, paint one, next one's ready to go. 80 sheets in each block. All right, let me know what you think. Will you give it a try? Have you given it a try? Have you ever painted on blocks, and do you like them or not? Or what's your preference? I will definitely be using these again and would recommend it to you too. Again, I do have a discount code that Flunbrato was nice enough to give me to give to you if you want to try these at a discount. One last time, 100% cotton, 140 pound, cold press. That's what I'm using here. And I will put a link in the comments and in the description for you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed these. And if you give them a try, let me know. See you next time.